Bad Culture Crew. Finding the terrible, so you don't have to. Welcome to Bad Culture Crew, the premier source for the terrible. We're so glad you've joined our journey into this week's best of the worst media. Please take a moment to get comfortable, grab your favorite alcoholic beverage, and prepare for some hilarious fucking bad. This is Bad Culture Crew. Finding the terrible, so you don't have to. Presenting your hosts, Austin Daniels and Steve Nevels.
Thank you so much, Wendy. This certainly is the Bad Culture Crew. We do find the terrible, so you don't have to. My name is Austin Daniels. As always, sitting alongside the birthday boy himself, Steve Nevels. Happy birthday, Mr. Nevels.
Oh, I'm feeling another year older.
Not wiser.
No, definitely not wiser, but definitely older.
Yeah.
Holy shit, it took me forever to get out of bed the last several days. It's like...
Is it just because you have that mental...
It might be the mental thing,
Yeah.
but the day that I got a year older and turned the glorious age of 31, I felt like I was immediately ready to go out and apply for my AARP card.
All right.
And I needed to get my chiropractor. Now I start needing getting these things in line, like these specialty doctors, because there's no way that I'm going to be able to go another year without going to get my back realigned.
So what's first on the agenda? I think we got to take this one step at a time.
It's got to be my back.
The back.
It's got to be
Where
my
in the
back.
What's going on?
Oh, God, dude. I feel like I'm sleeping on a piece of wood every night.
So where on your back? Is it your lower back?
Oh, it's that lower, that lumbar. I must not have good lumbar support.
You gotta have good lumbar. Do you sleep on your back or you sleep on your stomach side?
I'm like a rotating sleeper.
Well, where do you start off? What's your starting position?
I start on my
Which side. Do you
side.
go your left side or your right side?
Most of the time, it's the left.
Okay.
But then I wake up and I'm on my right.
Interesting.
So at some point, I flip.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I'm thinking I'm one of those people that like sleep like a fucking fish, where I like flip to the front and then flip to the back, and then end up on my side at some point, like before I wake up.
You're a fish. All right.
Yeah. It's probably terrible. Fish out of water story.
You're an idiot.
Epic fish out of water story with a bad back.
The thing is, all of us in every situation are fish out of water. We don't fit in anywhere except for here. Even here, we don't fit in.
I don't fit in here. I almost got fired from here.
You did
myself.
Well, come on.
But yeah, it's
you had a good birthday.
It's remarkable. We had there was a lot of festivities going on. Went bowling like I was fucking 12.
We went bowling. Does your wrist hurt?
Great. No.
Oh, mine did.
See, my wrist actually doesn't hurt.
Well, what pound did
but
you
that
do?
is just too much jerking it is what that is.
How many lbs?
I did a 12er.
See, I did a 13er.
12er.
So that means
that 1 pound is the difference.
Yeah. Way stronger than you are. And
I don't even lift, bro. Do you even lift?
No, I don't. I run. And then we
run
did
with
what
bowling
else?
balls?
We watched. Yeah, I do. That's how BA I am. But then what else we do? We did. We watched a Magic Puppy.
We watched a film called
good.
Halloween Puppy, or the alternate title Magic Puppy.
Right. You watched it on Netflix?
That was on Netflix. And now I share my Netflix account with like several other people, and I'm sure all of my family is probably sitting like, "Who the fuck watched a Magic Puppy?" And I'm sitting there like, "That was me." My B guys.
What else did we go to? We had some good foods.
We went to this place called Steve's Tavern.
We went there.
I like to pretend that I own my own drinking establishment, so I go there often. It's a great place. It's a real fucking deadbeat place. There's
nice.
A lot of scumbags that frequent that joint.
Nice.
So I'm glad that we go there a lot.
Very good.
And then I sat around and watched the critically acclaimed, now award-winning film Spotlight. That won Best Picture of the Year, the Oscars.
What'd you think?
And just real quick, my 2 cents. Really boring.
Okay.
Really a fucking boring movie.
Okay.
Not saying that it was bad, because Best Picture, how could it be bad?
Right.
It's not bad. It's not a bad movie. It's just not great.
At least 50 Shades wasn't boring.
50 Shades was not boring, and this is why I prefer the Razzies to the Oscars.
Very good. Also, just letting you know now, forgot my timer. It's over there.
Oh, that's great. Well, who cares?
Well, you have a timer, right?
I always have a timer. I've got 3 timers over here.
Oh, okay, cool. 3. And I need one.
I keep us all in check.
It's sitting right there. sitting right there.
That's not going to fly. It's not going to work over there.
Hopefully it goes off. Hopefully my phone goes off, fucks up the audio.
I hope we hear a ring throughout this.
Yeah.
I'll keep calling you from here.
Yeah.
Just so
if
that
we
it
have a
keeps
ring,
doing
I'm probably going to have to turn. I might have to go shut it off.
That's just great.
Should I go shut it off?
No.
But what
Absolutely
if it goes off? But it's a copyrighted ring.
I don't care.
I might have to shut it
You won't be able to hear it.
Yeah, you're right. You won't be able to hear it.
You won't be able to hear that one.
Did you know that we do a show every week?
No, I thought we were just going to sit here and ramble about my birthday.
No.
For
it's
an hour.
over. It's over.
It's my birthday.
It is? Very good.
Not anymore.
Steve, you want to talk about this? Let's talk about it. Steve, you're doing the therapy sesh this week. What's going on?
Therapy sesh. We have a story. I love to pull from Dredge's Dread on Facebook.
Yeah, what is
from
this?
the Grown Folks Conversation.
Okay.
And here's another great story about a woman who needs some help deciding what she should do about the father of her child who also happens to moonlight as an asshole.
Okay.
According to her. So we'll talk all about that in the therapy session this week.
Very good. We also got to talk about, it's my Back in the Day segment this week.
Oh, man, really?
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Oh, my God. I love that show.
Oh, I can't wait to go off on this. It's going to be great.
It's a lot of fun.
Pick a side. My turn. It's going to be Bernie Sanders versus E.T. Strange, right? But I'll tell you why.
Not so strange. I mean, they have a lot of similar qualities.
I think they're roughly the same age.
Maybe.
We'll talk about
Sanders is a little bit older.
Yeah, possibly. E.T.'s probably Jewish, I think, too. Did you know that?
I would think so. He loves Reese's Pieces.
He does. Make it weird, Steve. What's in the Make It Weird segment?
Apparently, Los Angeles is opening a new museum filled with broken hearts, broken dreams. A broken relationship museum is on the way to display old relationship memorabilia that people have turned in that remind them that they either got from a past relationship or reminds them of a past relationship. Very bizarre. Mm-hmm. And that's coming up.
Okay.
To make it weird.
The last word. I don't know why I put my name on here. Look at how selfish I am. Did you see that? Look what I did on the rundown.
What
Apparently, I'm taking it over. I'm not taking it over.
You
You're
have
doing it.
no justification to talk about the last word, especially this week. 33 things to stop doing in your 30s. I am now 2 years into my 30s. I turned 30 last year, and this will be my second year, 31. We're going to go through this list, we are going to see how many of these things I haven't been able to stop doing yet.
We'll take it together, right? See who's more mature.
We will see who's more mature at the
And
end
you
of
have
the
to be
show.
honest. Now, I will say this. Now, I'm going to strike a deal with you because I'm feeling naked without my timer here.
That sounds terrible.
So what time is it right now? What time are we at?
8 minutes.
8 minutes.
That's amazing.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get up, grab my phone, and you're going to introduce it because I took over the last word, and then I'll come back and do it. What do you say to that?
What am I doing?
You're going to say my catchphrase.
Oh, my God.
Do you think you can handle it?
I can try.
Okay.
This is probably going to be rough.
Okay.
But before we do all of that, it's time for the Bad Culture Commentary.
Culture commentary.
All right, let me get my headphones on. Let me get this clock set. And what'd you say we're at? 9 minutes?
8:50.
8:50, so 9 minutes. I'll add 9 minutes to that. Let me write it down in my notes. This is all stuff I wrote down for the commentary. All right, here's the real commentary.
Oh, that wasn't the start of it?
Even you inserting lines, it's all written here. It's all written here.
It was all there.
This campaign is unbelievable. We watch Chris Christie look bewildered standing behind Donald Trump in a press conference. We watch Mitt Romney come out of the woodwork to convince people to vote for anybody but Trump. We even had Trump reference the size of his dick during the last GOP debate. This is truly unbelievable. Again, I'm reserving my definitive opinion of Trump as the media onslaught continues to inadvertently help him. I like to focus on what led us to this point. And you're not going to like it, but it's your fault. Society has reached a level where 3-year-olds have longer attention spans than most of America. We're always moving, always getting ready for the next big thing, and believe that educating yourself on news is reading headlines from BuzzFeed. That's where we are at in this digital age. And now people who campaign for the presidency are the people that are good at social media. Now, people may not like this analysis, but Trump's campaign is similar to Barack Obama's. Obama didn't say all that much on policy, but rather he spoke heavily on the themes of hope and change while he dominated social media. Trump is using the same approach. He doesn't spend much time on TV advertising, but rather talks in catchy, controversial sound bites to garner free media attention. He also doesn't speak much of policy, but taps into emotion, much like our current president did. And this is where we are, folks, until you can put down your smartphone for about 5 seconds and actually delve into things that matter. You give folks like John Kasich a chance. And that's my bad culture commentary.
So we are now to the point where we're talking about the size of candidates' dicks.
And you know what?
That's perfect.
It blends in. It's not even like
Well,
a step in a different
let's
direction.
discuss this then, like adults, like it's a real thing. Okay.
First of all, do you think he's packing?
I doubt it.
You really think? So maybe
I
he's
think that Donald Trump
overcompensating?
has a small wiener.
I don't know.
And I will say that here on this show for everybody, in my opinion, I never see the bulge.
You don't see the bulge.
All right. And you know
70.
what? When he's up there, so what?
Yeah, you're not gonna. You might need a little help.
You get that Viagra, and I'm sure he takes a Viagra pill before every single debate.
I don't know.
That's how he
does
gets
have
that
a lot of
testosterone
he's got a
all
lot of it
built
going
up. You know what I mean?
All the time.
But I think
I feel like one of his here. I'll take a side. I think of one of his side notes. I think one of his women would have come out, like one of his 3 ex-wives or whatever, would have finally like just mad at him to go, "Hey, wasn't packing."
Yeah, but but none of them stood up for me. It's like she's not standing out in the crowd like it's true. Well,
it's probably
true over
average.
here.
I think he's in no problems down there. It's probably a solid 6 or 7, right?
Which is just
average.
normal.
Yeah.
That's normal.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not. I
And
don't.
why is he out there gallivanting like it's the fucking king lightsaber of the galaxy?
Now we'll rewind. It's Marco Rubio who started this, believe it or not, because this is where we
I know,
are.
but that's because for the entire campaign so far, all I've heard from Trump or from Trump so far is, "Hey, we're gonna build a wall, and Marco Rubio is a pussy." That's it.
Well, he's calling Jeb Bush a pussy.
He calls everybody a pussy.
He calls Marco Rubio Little Marco, is what he calls him.
That's great. And he gives him noogies.
And then during the
That's
debate,
great.
So he's like, "Listen, Little Marco," and then it's like, "Okay, what do you got to say, Big Donald?" And I'm like, "This is where we are in America."
It's
and
it's
Rubio
a bunch
has-
of third grade playground speak.
And the thing is, it's like there's other people, like you look at, but I have to say, my theory is it's the way society is and it's their fault. Because if you actually cared about politics, you'd probably take a good look at folks like John Kasich. He's boring. He doesn't get a lot of traction and stuff like that out there, but he actually talks about what he's going to do and has a great track record. He is actually...
And guess what?
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Now,
because he's not flashy.
This would have been a phenomenal year, and I think that this was a huge oversight for every single debate that we've had so far this year.
Sure.
If somebody like HBO or Showtime would have picked this up and put it on pay-per-view, people would be down for this. This is like they're treating it like UFC fights.
If
now.
they put at well, that could actually be a thing. When Hillary goes up against Trump, that's going to be that good.
It would be on pay-per-view.
People
And just let them say whatever they want.
People have seriously suggested that. That would be awesome.
I think it's a suggestion that, as ridiculous and bizarre as it would be, being that it's something that's on fucking CNN,
yeah,
people would pay for this.
Now, do you think there's anything to my theory here where you think, like, I think years ago where the people who voted paid attention to cable news, read the newspaper, instead of reading zippy headlines like they do now, do you think that plays a role into this success of our next president and the last president? I really think.
Well, yeah,
since then.
because Up Rocks is not a reliable news source.
Yeah, but people go there.
They do.
Whatever.
I get most of my news from there, and then I bring it to this show. And so you can't rely on us for anything, just so you know.
Oh, man, that's funny.
But
you know what I'm saying, though, right?
No, I know what you're saying.
Read a headline, boom, Trump's, it's like, because you'd learn a lot.
People are headline readers these days. They don't even read the articles anymore.
No.
It's like if there's not pictures attached to it or a video,
right,
they don't even fucking care.
Right.
Move on.
So much stuff can be taken out of context and stuff. Like, if I guarantee our listeners, if I said, "Hey, what's Donald Trump's stance on Planned Parenthood?" Most people would say he wants to ban it, defund it, he hates it, and stuff like that. And that's not true. Like, if you watch the whole debate, he actually goes, Planned Parenthood did a lot of stuff for women's health and a lot of good things and stuff like that.
It was true.
And he actually took a more moderate approach. So it's like when you see things, the media is in all these little sound bites out of context. It makes sense for a candidate who's as flashy as can be to say not say much, just talk about this. It's like, when are we ever going to see the John Kasich soundbite? Never. You know?
Right.
Never.
Because I don't have any clue on what
People
he's
don't- yeah.
trying to say, and I don't really care.
Yeah.
Keep fighting about how long your wieners are. That's all I want to know.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know what's next. I've never seen anything like it. What's going to be next?
Well,
Like,
how does Hillary respond to that? It's like, Hillary, you have a small dick.
I don't know. She has
Oh,
a pretty, she has a
shit,
pretty big dick.
I'm thinking
I'm
thinking
dick.
hers is probably bigger than Donald Trump's.
Yeah. I mean, bigger than
King,
anybody's.
King Cobra out of all of them.
It's like elephantitis big.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't know. That's my theory on the whole thing. I don't know what's going on.
I think it's great. It's about time we became as progressive of a nation as we have become that we can
that's
just
another
start
thing.
talking about cock size on CNN and all of these big national networks. It's great. I believe that we are the laughingstock of the world at this point.
I don't know. Well, at least nobody's killing each other. I'll tell you that.
Well, so far, I've seen a lot of people. I've seen a lot of hate at Donald Trump rallies.
There is.
I've seen a lot,
but I feel
more
like-
so than any other candidate.
I feel like
seen a lot
there's
of
a
hate.
lot more. That's like when you have more media coverage, you can get more stuff like that done. I'm sure there was people going to Barack Obama's, completely
saying I
against
hate
him.
change. I agree. I
Or
hate change.
or just like I hate black people going there and hitting people. Like it's like we're in a very tumultuous, like divided time right now, where it's like if you don't agree with me, well, you're the devil, and I'm kind of tired of that. And that's
But they're not wrong.
well.
I am the devil.
No,
That's fine.
I'm just really tired of that mentality, and we see it all the time where people get on Facebook and go, "If you're going to vote for X candidate, defriend me now." If you,
I've seen that
And I'm
like for the
tired of
past
that.
week.
and I'm tired of that. It's like let's take like I'll say this right here. Out of all, what do we have? 1, 2, 6 candidates left. Okay,
I'll agree with that.
okay.
I mean, if I didn't, I would hate you forever, and I would just leave right
I will
now.
say all of them are more than capable to be president, with the exception, in my opinion, of Ted Cruz, because I think he just fights with everybody. I said 5 out of 6 of them, and the one that I'm picking is not. I think all of them are capable. So if Hillary wins, the country's not going to like blow up.
I think it will.
If Bernie Sanders win, not much will get done, I don't think. But not because of him. I'm not blaming because of him. I just feel like there'd be too much of a gridlock. But that's fine. He'll be capable of running the country. I just don't like. There was a South Park episode about this where everybody's like, "Oh my God," rioting in the streets over if Barack Obama won or McCain won, and then Kyle has to come out and goes, "Doesn't really matter, does it?" I mean, it really doesn't, because it's not like overnight. If John Kasich becomes president, the whole world turns into the apocalypse. It's not going to
Give
happen.
him control over the nukes, and everybody goes ape shit.
Yeah. So I think there's going to be a lot of overreacting on both sides. So take a step back and just, see what happens.
More than
That's
anything, we'll just get a really good South Park episode out of it this year.
all. Oh my God, we will. And I love it.
Sure, it'll be great.
For us, the media people, this is the greatest thing ever.
So, a lot of fun.
Oh, absolutely.
Donald Trump has a small dick. That's it.
You think so? I don't know.
Tiny.
I think it's average.
I'm saying it's probably underwhelming. That's all I'm
I'm
saying.
thinking average. I think it's really tan. Do you think
Tan dick, yeah.
Do you think the drapes match the carpet? Like that weird red blonde hair, that strawberry blonde hair he has.
No, I bet you all of his pubes already fell out.
Okay.
They're probably all gone.
Okay. Thank you.
Or they're gray.
Or he shaves. What's
No.
Melania having
Gray-
doing?
gray pubes.
What's going on down there?
Who?
What's Melania, his wife, having doing?
What
What do you think?
She probably hasn't seen it in 10 years.
Okay. Let's move on, right?
We've got another segment to do.
Unless you want to talk more about Trump's dick.
Dude, that's one thing that I can talk about all day long.
This is news.
But in other stories about people in dicks where they shouldn't be,
People in dicks where they shouldn't be.
here's a
Yeah.
story of a woman who has a very serious problem with a former boo. Is that what they call them these days? Boo?
Bae?
My beau?
Well, what is it?
My bae?
B-A-E?
No,
Bae.
bae.
Before
she's got a problem
anything
with
else.
her former bae. It's a therapy sesh.
Therapy sesh.
So, coming straight from my favorite source for other people's problems, Grown Folks Conversation on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
I'm 19. My child's father is 22. Already the first mistake. I work for the school district and volunteer with at-risk youth within the school district. I'm on maternity leave.
Okay.
And I'm due to go in for an induction tomorrow. But for the last 4 months, my child's father has been a complete asshole. He started stealing again.
Again.
We aren't together, but he acts as if we are when he tries of being at his mom's house. Oh, when he's tired of being at his mom's house, I go on an hour, 45-minute ride to pick him up, only for him to be blatantly criticizing of me, put me down, and tell me that I don't care about him. I'm trying to be cordial with him for our son's sake, but now he's acting as if it isn't his child. I know he sees other girls, and honestly, I don't want to be in a relationship with him. I wasted almost 3 years of being treated terribly, and basically I'm asking for advice on how to come up with a good co-parenting solution without him coming to my house whenever he comes to my place. It ends with an argument, him making threats, and him stealing. All the progress I make to let this emotionally, financially, and physically abusive relationship goes out the door when he comes around. But I honestly don't trust that is his mom with my child, since she's not fond of me ever since he went to jail last year for pushing me down a staircase. I'm fully aware that I should have left. I'm done for staying. I just need a woman's perspective on what she would do in a situation similar to mine. My mom and I don't have a relationship. I'm not close with any family.
So a woman's perspective, we can jump right in.
Let me just go ahead and put my 2 cents in. First of all, she's 19, he's 22, and she's pregnant again.
Wait, again?
She said she's pregnant right now.
Well, wait, where's her other kid?
Well, this is the one that she's talking about.
Okay.
So she has a child already. With
Really?
This,
Is that what it said?
Yeah, she has a child with this guy.
This is the second child.
He's a fucking deadbeat.
Okay.
And now she's 4 months pregnant.
Okay. I thought this was the first child.
Nope.
Okay.
Because she's asking about a relationship with the child that they already have.
Oh, okay.
And now she has
okay.
another one to worry about.
All right.
Now, whether or not this guy is the father of the second one, probably not. I mean, it's not looking like it based on her question.
Could be, could not be.
But let's see.
But it's a possibility. That's the thing.
So anyway, he was, every time he comes to your place, he steals stuff.
Like,
What's he stealing?
What do you have left? It doesn't sound
Is he
like you're
stealing
well
your
off.
dignity?
Maybe.
Maybe what's left of it?
Well, what would you have to steal? Like,
I'm just thinking, like, is he going into the fridge
Your
and
Pokemon
stealing
cards?
Yeah, he's stealing all of your Hot Pockets and your Sunny D. Is that what's happening?
Well, that's a federal offense.
That's steal worthy.
like, what happens when you have to come in
all around
after playing in the backyard? There's no Sunny D in the fridge. What are you gonna have?
And she has to put in there, I know he sees other girls and I honestly don't want a relationship with him. That really leads me to believe that she does. Because this wouldn't even cross your mind.
Oh, you're getting analytical.
If she was completely done with this guy, first of all, she has to drive an hour and 45 minutes out of the way to go pick it. Where does he live? Fucking 2 states away.
Not far enough.
So he lives that far away. He's clearly like out of her life.
Uh-huh.
And then he calls her and says, hey, bitch, come pick me up.
I need Sunny D.
I need Sunny D, and you're paying for gas. And she goes, okay. And
Well-
he's 3 years older than her. She's not even of legal drinking age. And she's about to have a second kid.
I think you should probably explore the options of trying to save this relationship and possibly have another child with this man.
I'm thinking that is the most,
I mean-
the whole thing, I was going to say ditch him until he threw me down a staircase. That leads me to believe that he's really into you.
He's really into some stuff.
And-
Because you know that age old. If he picks on you,
He really must like you, you know? So continue with the slaps in the face and the staircase free falls. And, maybe it'll like escalate to he'll stab you one or two times, and, if that's really what you're looking for out of a relationship, this is the one that you want to stay in.
this sounds great. This sounds so great. I mean, I wish I was in a relationship so I could have things like this
It's
happen.
great because, he went to jail last year for pushing me down a staircase. Yeah, so he went to jail for that. Did she bail him out? I bet you she did.
Well, it was kind of her fault.
I was going to say, what was she doing standing in front of that stairs?
Like, how was he going to get down?
Like, just right out of the way.
Like, he said move now.
And then at the end, I'm fully aware that I should have been left. I'm dumb for staying. I just need a woman's perspective. Okay, so
well, women know the best thing to do. In this
women
scenario.
know that once you've been thrown down a staircase, the next thing they're doing is looking for a higher staircase to throw you down. So
This guy must be really cool. Like, he must be really cool.
he
guy.
sounds like
He
my
must wear-
dream guy, and I can't believe I didn't meet him when I was 19.
He must wear leather jackets like a lot. Is what I'm thinking.
And Dickies.
Yeah, and
Some
then like
dicky pants.
slicks his hair back, and he probably smokes cigarettes.
I'll bet you he smokes 2 packs a day.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Man.
And I bet he like leans up against some cards
Listen, Anonymous, you have found yourself a winner. Don't let this treasure go.
Are you interested in this girl? She seems like a nice girl.
She seems lovely.
Yeah. I actually feel bad for this girl, but then again, you go to foster care or something. Like, in all seriousness, there's no way you should bring kids into this because you don't have your shit together. Obviously,
yeah. And if
I feel bad for these kids.
If the guy treats you like this, what do you think he's saying to the kid?
Yeah, there's no real co-parenting solution.
Come on,
and unless somebody new
it's
pops
time
into your
to
life.
put this fucking piece of shit in jail and leave him there.
Yeah, there is no.
How about that?
Sometimes it's fine to have only one parent, and that's just how it goes. Sometimes, unfortunately, and
sometimes that's the better solution.
yes,
So
hopefully you'll figure it out.
unfortunately, you're pregnant again. That sucks. It's going to be hard getting a third job when you have another kid coming.
Might want to look in birth control. Might want to throw on a condom every once in a while.
Every once in a while, it pays the extra $4. I'm telling you, it's worth
Then again,
it.
the feeling though, the sensation.
Loses the sensation. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
No, never mind.
Can't do
Keep
that.
having those kids.
Well, you have your own condom industry, right? Where they
I
break all the
do.
time?
$50 a condom.
There you go. Martin Shirelli. jacking up
Absolutely.
those prices, my friend.
And guess what? People are going to pay him.
Oh my God, I got to look at this rundown and see what we're doing next.
Oh my God! Did you forget already?
No, I didn't, because you know what? We're going back in the day.
Back in the day.
Alrighty then. I wrote a lot of notes for this one because we're going to talk about Legends of the Hidden Temple.
So confused. What is Legends of the Hidden Temple?
Why, certainly, I'll tell you, Steve. Legends of the Hidden Temple was a game show that aired on Nickelodeon from 1993 to 1995. They'd shoot a bunch of episodes, shot in Orlando, Florida.
2 years.
Oh, well, three if you count 93.
Only 2 years.
They went on for reruns for many a year. They tried to pick up
Wow.
a fourth season, didn't do it. Basically, it involved kids ages from, I think, 11 to 14, it says, and they would compete in physical challenges.
3-year gap.
You get that growth spurt in there. It's like if you ever played Little League and that 12-year-old who gained 30 pounds and grew like 6 inches and he was towering over everybody. You had that different birthday. That's how you got to do it.
I think that's awesome.
So anyways, it was a kids game show hosted by yours truly, Kirk Fogg.
Kirk Fogg. Yep.
Who I thought, by the way, I got to take this down because he would come in on like this sliding rope. Remember this?
He was awesome. He would either the rope or he would slide down the actual slide.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And I thought this guy was like the coolest guy. And then I look back, I'm like, this guy is not the coolest guy. Gotta tell you that.
He had like short shorts, like boy shorts
This
on.
guy, and it was themed around this big temple where it was themed around some artifact that had a legend surrounding this artifact. Okay, and the whole point of the show was to gain access to the temple so you could get the artifact and bring it back.
Now, only one team would make it to the temple
That's true.
games.
Now let's go over the
the
teams.
temple. Yeah.
There was 6 teams. There was the Red Jaguars,
Awesome.
the Green Monkeys,
Awesome.
the Silver Snakes,
My favorite.
the Blue Barracudas.
Awesome.
Favorite Silver Snakes?
My favorite.
Okay. Purple Parrots
Gay.
and the Orange Iguanas.
Awesome.
Now, I went through all the statistics.
Yes. Tell me the statistics.
Who do you think
The numbers.
Who do you think won the most in Legends of the Hidden
Silver
Temple?
Snakes.
They were tied for second.
Damn
The
it.
Green Monkeys. The best team was the Red Jaguars.
Really?
Yes.
Red's best.
It's very close.
You
It
know-
was 88 to 90.
Seems like back in the early 90s, like red was the way to go because the red Power Ranger was the leader.
He was the leader until the green one.
The
white one
red
comes out.
Jaguars won everything.
Yeah. It's close though. Green and silver right there, which actually is similar to Power Rangers. Green turned into kind of white. I don't know if I'll
No,
get
well,
some.
green turned to white.
And then who do you think won the least?
Purple Parrots.
It's actually not. I misspoke earlier when we were IMing each other like on AIM.
What?
It's the Orange Iguanas are the worst
Really?
team, and they're my favorite team.
They let the Purple Parrots win more.
I think I like the Orange Iguanas better. I think they're my favorite team.
Well, Purple Parrots are just the dumbest name
Yeah, you don't
ever
want
for
Purple
a
Parrot.
team.
You don't want Purple Parrot.
Throw them out of the games.
Although I'm more like adverse to purple. I'm more interested in purple now. Like I'm like, all right, it's a fine color.
It's fine. It's not good for a team.
Orange is a cool color. They're all cool teams. So they won.
No,
these-
I think it was a combination of the purple and the combination of the animal that
Yeah, I don't
pissed
wanna
me
be a
off for that.
parrot.
Who the fuck wants to be
like
a parrot?
orange and iguana. Even though they lost, it's like orange is a cool color. Iguanas
Iguanas
are
are
a cool animal,
badass.
But like if you look at this, probably red jaguars make sense because jaguars are the most gnarly out of all of them. They'd kill
Yeah,
everything.
and they would eat every single animal that's on that list.
So
even
anyway.
a barracuda.
They'd fry it.
Yeah, no problem.
So here's how the games went. So you'd all 6 teams. They would have to get across the moat. Okay.
That was the start of the game. Yep.
And only the first 4 to make it across, advanced to the next round. The other 2, like the purple parrots and the orange iguanas, they got out quick. Then you moved to the steps of knowledge, where you would learn the tale from Olmec. And let's talk about Olmec for a second. Olmec was a big head in this throne that talked to you the entire time, and he would grant you access to the temple.
Yeah, he was just a giant temple head that talked, almost like a puppet.
Yes. And he would also say, it's like before every task, they go, Olmec, are you ready to do this? And he'd go, let's rock. And we're like, yeah, man.
Why? It never got old. That fucking stupid joke never got old to me.
So he would kind of guide you through it. And then during the steps of knowledge, he would ask you, he would tell a story about the artifact.
He would tell a story. He would see which team was falling asleep during the story,
Right.
and then tell questions based on when people were nodding off.
So he would ask questions, and you would get, and if you got the question right, you'd move down, I think, like 3 steps, and the final 2 out of those 4 would move on. That was an easy round.
Yeah, those are the
paid
2
attention.
teams that went to the temple games.
You know, you have to step down. So anyway,
But that was funny because it's when he was telling the story,
Yep.
they would like cut back to the kids and like do these slow pans of these cross dissolves between the teams. And I swear to God, most of the kids, they were fucking falling asleep when he was telling the story. He's like,
well, see, I liked it.
I don't think they knew that he was going to ask questions.
I don't know if they had the visual aids though, because at home you get those visual aids where you'd see all those like pictures.
Oh yeah, it was like a paint by numbers telling of the story that he was
Sometimes
telling.
they show
yeah.
like hieroglyphs and stuff.
They
It's cool.
totally didn't have those in the studio. You had to really pay attention.
Yeah. I mean, geez, can you imagine that? So
Only kids with ADD.
So then they got to the temple games where you would earn pendants of life.
Pendants of life, yes.
And there was all these different physical challenges. You know, I couldn't find the exact ones, but it was basically just like you get on bungees
Dude, it was
and
similar
jump around,
to like Double Dare
guts and everything.
Yeah.
So you would do that, and the first round you would win a half a pendant. Second round, a half a pendant. Final round, full pendant.
Full pendant.
And whoever had the most pendant would win. However, if there was a tie, they'd ask a tiebreaker question, and whoever won the tiebreaker question would go into the temple.
Right.
Now, the temple.
This is where the game got really
This is
good.
where it's at. This is what we all came to see.
And if your team didn't get into the temple, I don't even count that as you got on the show. Fuck you. You weren't part of this.
This is all where it's at. So you get to the temple, and the
got to get
temple-
inside Olmec.
It's like this big, we see the 2D angle because it's this big obstacle course, right? And you have to go, and it had all these different rooms, and Olmec would tell you where the artifact was.
Correct.
And you would have to find a way to get there by opening doors and going through physical challenges as well as solving puzzles to get to that area. So it sort of was like a live action video game as to why I think kids liked it. That's how they compared it to and why I liked it. And the rooms would change a lot except for season 3. They all kept it the same. And all the rooms had all these different nuances. So I'll go through these rooms. This is the list. Let me put this up there. This whole page.
That's
is
a lot
full
of fucking rooms.
And then this whole page, half a page. So I had a page and a half of rooms.
Okay.
Okay. So the most obvious one, the one that everybody talks about, the Shrine of the Silver Monkey.
Shrine of the Silver Book.
And everybody looks at this going, are you guys fucking kidding me with how bad people would...
How bad people were because that room, all you had to do was assemble a statue of a monkey, and it was 4 pieces.
Right.
These kids, to save their fucking lives, could not put... They didn't know what a monkey looked like.
Yeah, so they
were putting its ass
It was like
on
putting
its
a
head.
statue together. It was base, torso, head. That was it. And people couldn't figure it out. And you'd sit there yelling at your TV. It's like, are you retarded? What's wrong with you? Get this done. And they wouldn't get it done. You know? It was ridiculous.
Crumble under the pressure.
Right. Also, you would have pendants of life to get through it, and because there was temple guards, you see.
Right.
And if a temple guard caught you and molested you, you could give him a pendant.
You had to give them a pendant.
Otherwise, he would sexually rape you backstage.
Pull you off the set and touch you inappropriately.
Yes.
You had to have that pendant to
All
stay
factual.
in the temple.
This is what kids watched. I mean, this was high stakes here. I mean, you had to win your trip to Mexico.
Right.
So,
or to space camp.
So you traded a pendant. If you had a full pendant, you got to do it. Now, if you had 1.5 pendants, there would be a half pendant around.
Hitting somewhere in the temple.
Only condition. You could use that. But if it was only half a pendant or some weird thing, if you only had a full pendant, there was no full pendant. It was only half, from what I understand.
Right.
And once you reached the artifact, all the doors would open and you get to go back. Now, I thought I'd go over some of the rooms here.
Okay.
Okay. Remember the Pit of Despair? That was in every single one. That
Yes.
big pit.
With the giant blocks.
Right, that you could fall into like in a
Yes.
gym. Sometimes they had a bridge across it, and sometimes they didn't. Then there was... Let's see here. There was golden orbs. Remember that one? He put all these orbs on pedestals.
Oh, yeah.
3 torches, Pirate's Cove. There was the dungeon. Some of them were rooms that you didn't do much in.
Oh, the dungeon. Yeah, you had to like pull the bricks from the wall.
Well, that was a different one. That is something. It's
That's
like
the
broken
other
wall or
dungeon?
something. No, it wasn't the dungeon. I gotta find it. But there was one like that where you had to bust through a wall.
Oh, in the dungeon, isn't there like a skeleton sitting on a throne?
That's
You have to...
oh no, I'll tell you about that one.
Oh,
We'll get to
okay.
that one. That is the crypt where you had the 3 skeletons in crypt and you pull the book, but sometimes you open up the coffin. There's a
There's the temple guard, yes.
Boom,
I remember.
molestation. Now your life is
Done.
traumatized.
Now you're getting molested inside a coffin.
Now you have there was the stone well. Remember that one?
Yes.
Yep, you had that. There was the swamp. Some of these were just like you had to traverse through it and get to the end. It was a small room with all these obstacles in it. There was the heart room. Remember the heart room, which is kind of heart room.
Yeah, I don't remember what happened in that room,
Not
though.
much. There was
Not much.
No, there was Medusa's lair, where it was similar to Shrine of the Silver Monkey.
Yeah,
but
you just had to put
snakes.
this. Yeah, this assemble the snakes in some sort of order on the Medusa statue.
There was the observatory, where you would either spin the sundial, or to reflect the sun, or get the celestial lights to line up so you could enter through next door.
Yeah, very next level shit.
I know, right? And let's see, what else do I have here? There was the lightning room. All these power cords would be around there, and you had to light stuff up.
Don't remember that one.
Here's the one I hated, which I always felt was unfair, because I never saw anybody get through this cleanly, was the dark forest.
Oh, is that the one that was pitch black?
So it was this forest, and there was like 3 trees. In each of the trees, there was 1 key in there.
Yes.
And you had to get the key to get out. So you go in, but if you put your hand in the key, one of the temple guards is now a spirit, and he captures you and molests you, and you're like, fuck.
God,
every
got molested
time-
by a tree.
So every time they pick the wrong one, I've never seen anybody get out there cleanly without getting use of a.
No, let me tell you how much fucking Hidden Temple I watched too. So that should give you an idea.
I did. I watched a lot
I've never
of it.
seen. Yeah, I did too.
It was usually what was it? 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. It was right before dinner, usually for me.
Yeah, and then I watched all the reruns on like Nick Gas when that
too.
was a station or a channel. The station.
So those are just some of the rooms. Were there any rooms that you liked? Oh, Secret Password. Remember that room where you had to shout out?
yes, you had to shout out the word.
And sometimes they didn't read it. What'd you say?
Yeah. Olmec goes, I didn't quite hear that.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So yes, what?
No, my favorite rooms were easily like Shrine of the Silver Monkey.
That's the classic.
Then there was some serpent room.
Oh, I have that one. Oh, hold on. There is the Viper's Nest.
There it is, the Viper's
There
Nest.
you go.
And then, of course, the Crypt. That was one of my
Crypt is a
favorite.
good one.
It was awesome. Yeah, it was like very like cheesy Halloween-esque with just the rubber skeleton sitting on the throne and stuff. It was really cool.
And then if you got out, if you found the artifact, found a way to get to it, all the doors would open. You could run out.
All the temple guards disappear and all the doors open. All you have to do is get back to the front.
Now, I was reading about the guy who set the record, which was under 1 minute and a half.
I've seen that one before.
The problem is, I read that there was some glitches. So some of the doors were open that weren't supposed to be open, and there was a production error. That's why he made it. What a fucking sham.
Fire that
This guy
PA.
should return it. So anyway. And you always pictured yourself like you would be like. I remember I was like sometimes like in my basement I would set up like my own little temple and play with my sister, and we would play Legends of the Hidden Temple together.
I have to this day. I still have a Silver Snake shirt.
I'm gonna get I want to get an Orange Iguana shirt by the end of
I
this
wear
year.
it all the time.
And because the reason I brought this up.
Yeah, there is a method here. There's news. There's new news for Hidden Temple fans.
According to everything, but I got this from CNN. Legends of the Hidden Temple coming back to Nickelodeon, not as a game show, Steve, but as a TV movie. So that means they're gonna make references in here, and they've already cast some of the people, some of their internal people,
Okay.
to play kids.
Is Kirk Fogg coming back?
I have not heard word on Kirk Fogg.
Damn it. Is Olmec coming
Yes.
back?
Olmec will be there.
The guy that played Olmec.
Probably.
I need
he's
that.
He's just a voice actor. I've looked him up. He's a voice actor in a bunch of different things. So they
Oh,
could
good.
Probably, they could probably get him. And
Nice and easy.
So that's going to be interesting, and it comes out by the end of this year. So
yeah, I was
just
just saying,
watch it.
by quarter 4, start looking for a release date on that. I'm just very curious as to what it could possibly be about.
It's going to be so weird, and I think it'll get some great
I
ratings.
hope it's not like Indiana Jones-esque. I hope it's like way fucking cheesy.
I think it's going to be a little bit because the kids, I think it's basically the story is 3 kids somehow wind up at Olmec's temple.
and they sort of like fall asleep listening to him tell a story, and then
there will be steps of
and then
knowledge.
they have to play like a couple of games, like where they get connected to these giant harnesses with giant rubber bands on them, and they fly up to the ceiling.
And I wonder how they're going to incorporate the teams into it, you know, where you have red jaguars, purple parrots, all those
They will
things.
probably be different pathways that they have to walk down through the
That'd be
temple.
cool.
It's going to be something like that.
TV movie, check it out. Nickelodeon, stay tuned. We'll watch it, of course. We will.
I
Are
am
you
definitely
fucking
going to
kidding?
watch that.
And yeah, stay tuned for that. I'm kind of excited about this,
Super
Steve.
fun.
Cool. Any final thoughts on Legends?
No, I love Legends of the Hidden Temple. I wish that it still existed in syndication. Unfortunately, the channel that Nickelodeon was broadcasting all of its old sports shows like Guts
Nick
and Double Dare,
Gas.
went under and became just a memory as of, I think it was 2008.
7, yeah.
7 or 8.
Yeah, you're right.
So there's really nowhere to kind of watch this anymore. I'm sure that you could find plenty of clips on it on YouTube and just enjoy some of that amazing 90s nostalgia when Nickelodeon was amazing.
Yeah, and then it's a huge effort to bring all these things back because we're already hearing about the big Nicktoons movie. We got Hey Arnold coming back. We've got As Told by Ginger coming back. We've got all these properties
Nickelodeon
coming back.
knows that it needs a fucking resurgence, and the golden era of Nick, that early to mid 90s, that's what Nickelodeon needs to be.
Well, Nickelodeon used to be, because there used to be the whole like there was Disney, and that was more like the clean child show. In my opinion, it was more clean. And then you watch
Nickelodeon was sloppy. It was just fucking green gack everywhere.
Like, do kids want to get slimed anymore? Like, I want to get slimed.
I still want to get slimed.
When I was a kid, I didn't want to, and now I
Weird.
really do.
Only
Isn't that
place you can
weird?
go get slimed now is the gay clubs. It's kind of weird.
Oh, well, you would know with all
know.
the clubs that you go to.
It's great. But anyway, next month, start reading up because for the back of the day next month, I will be going back even further
Whoa.
to the very early 90s, actually 1990, when ABC was running a show in syndication called Video Power. And if you don't know anything about it,
I don't.
definitely do some reading up on it, and we're going to talk all about that next month when I do my Back in the Day segment.
Steve, let's pick a side.
Pick a side.
I like this segment.
Oh boy.
So, last night, which would be Sunday night, was the Democratic debate. Because they keep throwing it on weekends. I don't even know when they are anymore. You know? Got to hide Hillary and Bernie. You know?
Hide them on Sunday night when nobody will see them.
You know? How are they going to follow up Trump talking about his dick, anyways? There was not
You
enough dick
can't.
talk.
There's no way.
There's not enough dick talk. So I tuned in for about 15 minutes of it so people can, like, exploit, you know, gun issues and all this shit.
Yeah, and you're sitting there, you're like, no cock talk. I'm done with this.
Yeah, this sucks. But however, and this was kind of foolish, Bernie, because he's not getting enough time as Hillary is, because he is inevitably not going to be the Democratic nominee.
No,
I'm sorry.
will not win.
Will not win.
It's a shame.
And it is a shame. Because at least he's an honest man. I don't agree with him, but he is an honest man. More so than I can say about Hillary Clinton. Very honest person.
She's not an honest man.
She's a man,
Just not honest.
not honest. So anyway, so I'm watching. So I'm like going through Twitter, and apparently people are upset at Bernie Sanders because he's not getting enough time. So he holds up his finger like this, okay, like that, to get time. Or like if the moderators, Anderson Cooper's like giving Hillary more time, he was kind of like, "Can I get
Yeah.
in?" But he wasn't like interrupting. He was just kind of going like this. So people, oh man, he was sexist because he was doing this.
Oh, he was shushing her. You
Yeah,
know,
at one
you
point
know,
said, "I'm
shush-
talking," when Hillary interrupted him, and I'm
don't
like,
shush
"Okay."
her.
He was just like, "Excuse me, I'm talking," and I was like, "All right, well, he's talking. That's
I
fine."
mean, several times during the debate, he did go, "Shut up, bitch. I have something to say."
But he didn't pull the Donald Trump. "Hey, Jeb Bush, pussy, you're quiet,
Shut up.
quiet." He gets out of the.
And I
Anyway.
funded his campaign. I just want you to know I funded his campaign.
Yeah, I did. I funded everybody. Vote for me.
I funded America.
My dick is huge. So anyway,
Okay.
so. You know, he's trying to do this. So everybody on Twitter's like, "Oh my God, you know, he's so sexist because he pointed his finger at Hillary Clinton." I'm like, dear God, what isn't sexist now? So, but then other people are having fun with it. Comparing Bernie Sanders to E.T., known for his memorable
Pointing
finger.
of the finger, yes.
Yeah. where it glows and stuff like that. Now, got me to questions like, how do I compare these two and a pick a side? So my question is, who is I think most memorable is pretty obvious, but who is the coolest finger pointer between Bernie Sanders and E.T. the extraterrestrial?
I easily have to go with E.T.
You're going to go with E.T. Why
have
do you go
to.
with E.T.? Why do you think he's cool?
Because he has that finger that fucking lights up at the end.
Yeah.
I didn't see any light coming from Sanders' finger. All I saw was like dirt and grind and bone.
It was a regular finger. There was bone because he's old.
I was going to say, it's falling off. Maybe there's a light under there. Mm-hmm. I mean, at the very least, he could have like taped one of those small flashlights to his finger and gave me the illusion that he had that ability. But I'm not feeling it from the burn. Like I wasn't feeling the burn on the finger point.
See, I'm feeling the burn on this one.
Oh, really?
I'll tell you why. Personal story here.
No, so you're going with burn?
I'm going with burn.
Wow.
I mean, most memorable obviously goes to E.T. We'll go to E.T., But E.T. creeps me the fuck out, man. He's a creepy guy. Ever since I was a kid.
Birdie's not a creepy guy?
No, I think he's a warm guy. I think he's like,
No, his appearance comes off as kind of, if he would not say one word and I would just look at him, I'd be creeped out.
Yeah, but then he has that funny Jewish New Yorker accent, and that's
But again,
that's funny.
He's got to open his mouth. I'm just looking for face value. If you put the two of them side by side,
but E.T. has a head.
E.T. looks like more of a reliable guy.
E.T. has a head on the back of his head.
I think that's great, and you know what? It's very unique.
And if you have stuffed animals, he could just pop out of the stuffed animals.
Bernie could do the same thing.
By the way, side note, I did that when I hid from my grandma years ago when I was a kid. I was like 3 years old.
Years ago?
Yeah. I was getting
so like 5 years ago when you were 3.
I was like 3 or 5. I was like 3 or 5, and I hid. I jumped in a pile of stuffed animals and stuck my head out just because I felt like it. And then my grandmother couldn't find me. I was like,
God, I don't remember being 3.
I just remember that.
I don't remember being 30.
And then my parents thought it was funny. It didn't get in trouble. Yeah,
that's great.
So, but I'm saying it's like E.T. creeps me out because that whole movie, you find him, he's all cute and everything, and then all of a sudden, these hazmat suit guys come in, and you're like, what the fuck?
Right.
And it just gets and then there's flowers dying. You're like, oh my God, what's going on? And then his fingers glowing up, and I'm like, this is weird. And it's just like, it just felt unnerving. And I always feel unnerving watching E.T. So I like Bernie more.
But you see, I think that E.T. and Bernie, they shared the same struggle in that respect with the hazmat suit guys because people just didn't understand him. They didn't know where he was really coming from. They didn't take the time to really sit and understand what he was all about. And I think that's the problem with Bernie as well. Like the hazmat suit guys, they would come in an instant and be like, got to take this out of
Bernie
circulation.
Sanders,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
He is purifying all of the pollution that has been going on in this country for the last fucking 100 years, and it's time to pull him out of circulation because, hey, we don't like that.
We got to get Leo DiCaprio.
Status
on that.
quo has to remain.
Do you feel like the hazmat suit guys connection with the Clintons? I mean, come on.
Probably.
Yeah.
I would say Hillary would send those.
Oh, that seems about right.
Simple.
It's like you're gonna talk about how I got Wall Street money. Hazmat suit guys come in, take Bernie.
Boom. Phone. Bernie phone home.
Okay, so anyways, get on Twitter. Tell us who your favorite finger pointer is at Bad Culture Crew, and also go to Bad Culture Crew Productions because that's a website we frequent. Did you know that?
That's a website that we have. For some reason.
New blog up there. We have our YouTube channel
blog.
back.
Yeah, YouTube's finally back after a fucking week.
What a fucking disaster. We got a few more segments here, man.
Yeah, it sounds like we're going to get into some stories of broken relationships here in the Make It Weird.
Make it weird.
So this, coming from one of my favorite websites, upi.com.
Oopie. I think it's Oopie.
I call it UPI because I don't know what it is.
The University of Phoenix, Indiana. Nobody knows about that. Did you know that?
Is that what it is?
No, I have no idea.
University of Phoenix in Indiana?
Yeah, because
That makes a
Phoenix
lot of
is in
sense.
Indiana.
Anyway, they're telling a story that takes place in Los Angeles, if that matters at all. But
Oh, yeah, okay.
Anyway,
So what happened?
a new Los Angeles museum is seeking heartbroken lovers willing to donate some of their past relationship memorabilia for public display.
All right.
So here we go. The traveling exhibition known as the Museum of Broken Relationships is set to open a permanent location in Los Angeles in May of 2016. The museum was founded by a Croatian artist back in 2006, so there's one that's over in Croatia, that showcases various items from failed relationships ranging from CDs and cassettes to old sneakers and other pieces of clothing. Now, here in America, I'm sure nobody has any CDs or cassettes left to donate because when's the last time you made somebody a mixtape?
I've never made anybody.
You've never made a mixtape?
Because what would it be?
Have you ever had a serious relationship?
No, but I've had one sort of. But
And
my
you didn't
mixtape
make
would
them a
be
mixtape?
like, here
That
are
wasn't true love.
Here are my favorite 2 Weird
No
Al
way.
songs that you can tolerate. It would be
No way. So you never sat there and waited for your song to come on the radio, and you had to hit the play and record exactly at the right time.
I know about that.
And you have to get the DJ's voice out of the end of the fucking song because
Yeah, didn't have to do that.
he'll ruin the whole mix.
Didn't have to do that.
I remember doing
Nobody
that.
likes me enough.
I did that when I was in 6th grade for a girl.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Yeah. 20 years later, she married somebody else.
Let me tell you this. Not enough Weird Al in there. You wasted all that time where you could have been playing Spyro the Dragon.
Yeah. So anyway, the Museum of Broken Relationships grew from a traveling exhibition revolving around the concept of failed relationships and their ruins. The museum's frequently asked questions page states that the museum offers a chance to overcome an emotional collapse through creation by contributing to the permanent collection. Interested parties can submit their donations to the museum along with a story that provides details on the item and their emotional significance. The items are then displayed anonymously, although a full name is required for the donation process. So I'm wondering, like, can I get my name on it if I ask? Like, I don't want it to stay anonymous. You could, I'll let you know. Like, here is a pair
Probably
of
best
panties
idea.
that I stole from a former girlfriend. They have never been washed, and they have skid marks all up and down them. I would like to submit these.
Unless you both were in, like, because the relationship involves 2 people as far as, that's how it goes, right?
No.
Oh.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes it just involves me sneaking
all the
into
work, yeah.
women's rooms
You would
and
have
stealing
to get
their underwear.
You'd have to get their
You know
consent,
what I mean?
so I get why they do want anonymous.
Well, why? Their
Hip-hop,
name's not
hip-hop.
going on it.
Yeah, but you could be like, oh, and they would figure it out. It's like, hey, you
Who would figure it out?
the person you were dating.
They're never going to go to this museum.
How do you know? We're telling them right now. We have thousands of listeners.
Oh, man. Well,
Look at all
Hey,
these people.
everybody,
So many fans.
every woman that I've ever dated, come see your unwashed panties at the Museum of
What do you
Broken
keep
Relationships.
panties for? For the smell?
It's a
Is that what you
sentimental thing,
Yeah,
you know?
said the sentimental. What kind of
It's
panties?
just a sentimental value.
Thongs? Boy
know.
shorts?
They're it's a combination of both, a little bit of both.
They're all granny panties. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
they are.
They didn't wear anything sexy for you.
No, it was all big Hanes,
Actually,
various
correct
disgusting.
me if I'm wrong. You actually get turned on by that.
I love it.
The more they cover up.
Yeah, I'm like, don't let me see anything. I want more left to the imagination.
Yeah.
You see, because I've got a very wild imagination.
Yeah.
And then when they take it off, I go, wow, not what I expected.
Yeah. By the way, Kim Kardashian took a nude selfie today.
Yeah, I saw that.
How's she looking? I only saw the Twitter block.
She's still looking like a fucking alien.
Yeah.
Like that body doesn't belong on a human being.
Okay.
Anyway, the museum is holding a series of pop-up events in advance of the official opening, each featuring a small collection of items. So I guess, is there anything that you have that you could donate to this?
No, because I haven't been in a relationship long enough to do so.
You haven't been in a relationship long enough to ever get anything ever from anybody.
Okay. Because, let's see. I've had a lot of relationships
Very
where
peculiar.
I don't...
You don't save anything?
Well, I have nothing worth saving, honestly.
Hey, you will let the Museum of Broken Relationships decide if it's worth saving or not.
Well, this would be funny if I still had the... oh, this is funny. The Mother Teresa quote thing. Did I tell you that one?
No.
Okay.
Mother Teresa quote.
Yeah, okay. So
Was this a T-shirt
this was a poster board thing. So okay.
that hung in your room?
Let me tell the story.
Tell it.
So I was, you know what I like. I mean, I'm pretty easy to shop for, right? I like Crash Bandicoot and I like Pokemon.
That's
Like,
it.
Sure.
Two things.
I love video games. I love TV. I like a lot of stuff, Sims and all this.
So buy him a TV, ladies.
So I like, lots of video games, lots of stuff. You can be a GameStop gift card. Happy. Great.
Great. I'm fine with toilet paper.
She was dating me for a solid 7 months at the time, I believe, something like that. 6 months. Enough to know what to get me.
Okay.
February rolls around, it's my birthday. And early February, she's like, oh my God, I don't know what to get you. And I'm like, I've never heard that before.
I don't know what to get you. This
Really
is,
easy to get. My sister always tells me, you're the easiest to shop for. And I'm like, great. So then she goes, do you like quotes? I'm like, yeah, quotes are fine. you know. And I've gotten quote stuff before. It's like I remember my mom one time.
She was just going to write a quote on a piece of paper and go, here you go.
My mom one time got me a poster of movie quotes that I kept for a long time.
Okay.
She gets me a big like quotation from Mother Teresa on like a canvas.
Okay.
That was my gift.
Okay. Okay.
Like nothing screams me more
Then Mother Teresa
from
quotes?
Mother Teresa.
And where did you hang this piece of art?
My mom hung it somewhere.
Like
and
in
then,
her house?
And then when I moved, over at my house at the time, because she would
God.
come over, so I have to have it up.
And I know your mom was probably like, what is this beautiful thing
Oh,
doing?
my mom loved it.
And it's all covered in dust and
So
dirt.
she hung it up for me when I was like, I don't know what to do with it. She's like, oh, hang it up. I'm like, all right. And then
It hung over your bed for years.
no, not in the bedroom. No,
Oh,
sir.
yes.
So then it was somewhere in the kitchen, I think.
In the
And then-
bathroom, maybe.
I don't remember. And then when I moved, I got rid of it. I was like, I can't have this anymore. But I was like, why would I hold that?
Now, see, that would have been something to hang on to and donate to this.
I
because
know if I
that's a
knew about
funny
that, I would
story.
do that because it's great. There was some good stuff too. It's like I've had I remember when I was like kind of pen paling a girl in middle school that I couldn't see all the time, so we would draw each other
Sure.
pictures and stuff. But there was no malice, and I get along with her today.
What
But
I
that
would
one
like,
was bad.
this is what I would like to have done.
I could tell the whole
If I
story.
knew that something like this would ever exist
Yeah.
in my lifetime, I would like to have held on to every bottle
Oh my
of
gosh.
every bottle of booze that I've ever bought with a girlfriend, and then just back a dump truck up to the museum and go, this reminds me of every relationship I ever had, and just and 5,000 bottles would just pour out, and they'd be like, what do we do with all this? I'd be like, find a space for it. It's all important.
Now, so what do you have? Like, do you have anything that you have today or recently had from an old relationship that you would get rid of?
Nothing that I have anymore.
Yeah, you lost a lot.
I lost an awful lot.
That's
yeah.
the problem. You know?
And when you move as much as I do,
Right.
every time you move, you realize that you need less and less.
right.
So you just kind of like throw shit away, and you take what's necessary. You
That's
know?
why I got rid of the Mother Teresa.
And so here I am, years later, and I have virtually no material goods. Like I don't have property anymore.
Now, what
You know,
was there anything of weird, like the Mother Teresa thing from it? Was there any weird object in a relationship that you had that you could donate if you had the resource to do it, if you still had it?
I have like letters from old girlfriends. Like
Were some of them bad? Like, oh shit, you're an asshole?
no. They were actually like very nice, lovey-dovey sort of like, but handwritten like
That's cute, I
shit
guess.
that people don't do anymore.
Yeah.
When is the last time you hand wrote a girl a letter?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I wrote a thank you
I
note.
would put that question out to everybody listening to this as well.
That's nice when people.
When
do that.
is the last time you hand wrote a letter, like a love letter
Mm-hmm.
to your significant other, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife? When is the last time you did that?
That's nice.
I'm
I guess
just
if-
curious.
If people are living together, there's less of a chance because if you're away from each other, you would. But you know, that's
I don't know. I think that it's a nice gesture and
When's the last time you sent a really heartfelt text?
makes people feel loved.
Oh yes.
Gives them that extra.
So I want to
feeling.
know more about this museum before we move on. So it used to tour, but now it's setting up shop in LA, so we can't see it.
I guess it used to tour.
That would be cool. I
yeah.
would have loved to see it. That would have been
And
interesting.
now maybe it's getting too big that it has to set up a permanent, a permanent location now.
That'd be an interesting thing to go to. I'd check it
Yeah,
out.
I'd be interested to see it.
It's definitely weird.
You know, who knows? Maybe
You know,
the next time I'm in
It sort of
LA.
reminds me of Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, where they had to bring in all their crap to trigger the memories. You know?
Yeah, this
That's what
one
I kinda
it
remember.
wouldn't be. Yeah, this would be Jim Carrey's nightmare.
Yeah, Joel would have so much to put in there. You know, they had a lot of shit.
Just weird.
You know,
Weird news.
All right, Steve. I don't want to talk anymore, but we have to.
I'm starting to. My voice is getting hoarse.
Might want to have a
Trying
little
to
sip
talk.
of that beer.
I'm trying to finish this show. We're gonna close it out. Last word. Things that I personally really need to stop doing in my 30s. Now that I'm 31, okay, I gave it a rest when I was 30 and was like, worry about it next year. Now I really need to look in this list in depth. It's the last word.
All right.
The last word.
So, as I talked about at the beginning of the show, the older I get, the worse I feel. And I would say that like 90% of it is probably my fault because I still run around on 4 hours of sleep, eat, drink, and act like I'm fucking 22 years old. And it's really starting to take a toll on me. I'm a little more worse for wear these days. I'm always fucking tired.
When's the last time you got your oil changed? Your personal oil changed.
My oil change was...
I'm just saying things. I don't know.
When I got my oil change probably in like December.
You're like a car.
Yeah.
You got to tune up. You got to take care of yourself.
Absolutely not. I eat terrible. I drink shitty beer, and I sleep 4 hours a day so that I can go have a real job as well as come bring this program to you, fine people. It's the sacrifices that I make for you. But I have an article here from Austin's favorite website, popsugar.com, which talks about
Love Pop Sugar.
the 33 things that you should stop doing when you hit 30. So I'm already a year late on this list. We're going to go through here, and we're going to see how much of this shit we each still do, and if
Find out who's more mature.
Yeah, we'll find out who's more mature. So
Now, I do have one thing. Now, do you feel more over the hill now that you're 31? So it's at 31 you're over the hill?
I'm way over the hill, yeah. I was over the hill last year. So
Okay. Because some people say different
I
things.
think 40 is supposed to be over the hill.
It's always something.
But you know what? Since we're living shorter and shorter these days, I thought we were progressing as a human race, and we for a while there, we were like, man, we were extending our life well into like our 80s and 90s.
Right.
Now it's like
don't
the
wanna
median
live
age
past-
to die is like 61.
I don't want to live past
We don't
it.
make it to retirement.
We're
brutal.
never going to retire, you know?
Oh, we'll never retire.
That's never gonna
No,
happen.
no way.
So let's have the contest. Let's do
So
this.
here we
And
go.
play along with us here.
So,
Okay.
yeah, I don't care. Even if you're not in your 30s, this is shit that you should just stop
We'll probably
doing.
put this on the Stay in the Loop piece to see how mature we are.
Here we go.
How many questions are there?
There's 33.
33 questions. Okay.
All right, ready? Number one. Facebook stalking, particularly your ex.
So if I Facebook stalk just in general, is that okay?
You should probably stop doing that in your 30s.
But does that count as a yes?
yes.
Okay, so
yeah, stop doing that.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. Do you do it right now? You got to mark it down.
I don't have anything to write
Well, hold
with.
on. Let me give you a paper.
I don't have a pen.
You don't have a pen?
No.
There's a pen here somewhere.
Let's see.
Hold on. We'll get a pen. Where's the pen? You don't have a pen?
What's this? No, I don't have a
Piece of
pen.
paper.
Why would I have a pen with me?
Oh, hold on. We'll get a pen.
I have all these things
There's a
in
pen.
front of me.
There's a pen somewhere. Hold on. Wait. There's a pen. Hold on. Let me get it.
Oh my God. I'm going to sit here and talk to you people for a second while he gets up for the second time during the show because he doesn't care about you and doesn't give a shit what's going on in the program.
I'm not
He
the
just
one who
wants
didn't
to
have a pen.
I didn't know I'm going to need one.
Well, we're playing the game.
All right. I don't need a piece of paper. I'm just going to use the list. All right. So
That wasted paper.
Facebook-
Obviously, you don't care about Arbor Day.
Facebook stalking, particularly your ex. I do not do this.
You don't Facebook stalk at all.
No.
Yeah, okay.
I do not do that. And exes,
Okay.
I fucking block on Facebook.
I don't do it with exes that often. But no, X is a checkup in, but I do Facebook stalk.
No, I don't do that.
You wouldn't know if I Facebook stalk you. All right. Next one.
Number two, seeking approval from other people. I want to say that I still do this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody
there's
kinda
like
does that.
one. There's like one person I would take advice from.
Oh. It's definitely not me.
No.
All right, what else?
Beer pong. It's time to toss the solo cups.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Okay, I haven't played beer pong in over a year now.
Yeah, but you still play beer. When's the last time you played?
Haven't played since the beer challenge, which was in August. So it's dude, we're coming up on like 8 months.
But we kind of want to play beer pong again, don't we?
I could kind of take it or leave it at this point.
I'm putting yes for me. I'll play
All right,
beer pong.
I'll put a yes.
But you can be honest.
I'm just kind of over it.
Yeah, okay. See, I can get away with this stuff. I can still do this stuff.
Sleeping away your entire weekend instead of being somewhere doing something fun or productive.
I'm a mix on that. I do take naps. So I guess that would count.
I do not sleep away the entire weekend. If I am, I may not be out doing something, but I'm definitely doing, like I'm being productive.
So if I take a nap and then edit all day, is that still productive?
yeah, that sounds good.
So I can still take a nap on my weekend?
Go for it.
Thank you. I'll put it
Number 5, weeknight binge drinking. Those hangovers get worse with each passing year.
Night.
Weeknight, yeah.
So I'll consider that your work week.
Yeah, which I do not sit and binge drink on my
I don't
weeknights.
do
no.
that. Don't do that.
Building up debt on your credit card. Now is the time to pay it back. I'm going to put a no. I'm not building up debt because I can't get any worse than I am.
I'm like in the middle. I'm not trying to. I'll still put a yes. I'm trying not to.
Go for it.
I'm making an effort not to.
All right, number 7, hitting up mom and dad for cash. I do
You
not.
and I don't do that.
I do not ask
Every
for
once in
money.
a while I've done that, but not like to
Do not
extent
ask
of
for money.
like.
Keeping bad friends around out of convenience or because you're too lazy to cut them out.
I definitely don't do that.
I do not have any more bad friends around.
Nope.
Actually, I don't have any friends. I got one.
Yeah, we're talking about that too.
Yeah. Buying anything and everything you want when you're shopping. I don't do that.
Don't do that either.
Don't have the money.
Nope.
Number 10, sneaking a smoke.
Don't do that.
Nope.
Ew, gross.
Do not smoke.
Okay.
Buying new underwear instead of doing laundry. Now, I do my laundry once a week. And
I'm
I
gonna put
haven't-
no.
I haven't bought new underwear in
I've
a
done
while.
that before, but not regularly.
Advertising drunk nights on social media. No, I don't.
I definitely don't do that.
Don't do pictures of that.
That's
shit.
a stupid idea.
I advertise that I'm at bars, but
That's not. You can go to a bar.
Yeah, it's not a drunk fest. Skipping beauty routines. Start moisturizing ASAP. Shit, I do not do this.
Yeah.
I skip beauty routines all the time.
Well, wait a minute. I don't.
Well, you got that long fucking
I
mane
do.
to take
so
care
I'll
of.
put that, yeah, I'm
gotta
pretty
do
good.
that.
I'm beautiful.
Number 14, pulling all-nighters. I still do this because this is my job.
Pull all nighters. No. Well,
I get up at 2 in the morning and I go to bed at
I
like
don't
10.
count that. I don't count that because you have to do that. That's going to work.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's why I said I have to do that.
I'd put an X on it. I think the pulling all nighter means you just stay up all night doing whatever the fuck you want. Don't count that. You don't do that.
No, pulling all-nighters
Okay, you're a little hard on yourself.
Is staying up
All right, 15.
all hours of the night. Number 15, making excuses not to work out. Oh, I do this.
I'm in the middle there. I guess. Yeah.
I say because that's sweaty, and then I go about my business.
Yeah, you definitely do that. I do that sometimes.
Number 16, eating fast food. I do this every day.
Oh God, yeah. Why can't you eat fast food? You can do whatever you want. You're an adult. That's the best part. That's some of the best parts of being an adult.
But there's one thing, like I put yes on both of those. I eat fast food and I don't work out.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
I think it's okay to do both. You just do it in moderation. I don't think it's a giving up thing.
No. Number 17, hanging unframed pictures or posters on the wall.
Oh, excuse me. What is this?
That looks very adult right there.
Look at this adult picture.
That is in your 30s.
Wow. Get on the. Let's put a huge check there. Look at that. What we
Do
did
not do that.
as evidenced.
Ignoring 401k packets when you get them.
I don't do that.
I don't do that. No. Spending most of your money on alcohol or eating out. All my money goes to rent and bills.
I wouldn't say that. Well,
Spending most of your money. No.
yeah, that's
Most of my money does not go
That
to
doesn't seem right.
that. Waiting for someone to do something for you so that you don't have to. I do not do that.
I don't do that either.
Man, I'm pretty adult here.
That's pretty adult.
I'm pretty
Way to go.
30s.
Way to go, man.
Only cleaning the toilet or tub when it literally can't wait another minute. No, I do this like once a week. I keep my shit clean. Keep it tight.
I'm kind of in the middle there. If I'm in the middle, I just give it. You know.
Here's one that if you've made it to your 30s, I don't think you could possibly check this as a yes.
Sure.
Number 22, giving up when things get hard.
I don't give up.
And you know, she never does either. We're
Still doing this. Yeah, I don't give up.
Giving up when things get hard. No, I do not.
If you haven't committed suicide yet,
then if you're still here, like you haven't given up yet.
Yeah.
Waiting to take out the trash and recycling until guests are coming over. Nope. I do that. I take out the garbage every week.
when it fills up,
Holding on to old grudges is number 24.
definitely do that.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I do. I hate everybody.
I am not. No, I do not hold on to old grudges. I just simply do not talk to people.
Hey, look at that. My pencil just bled. So now I'm gonna use.
But I don't talk badly. I just completely. I pretty much eternal sunshine people.
Yeah,
And just kind of take them out of my. No, but you don't. You still harp on things and
I do.
let
I don't
shit
like people.
linger.
I do. They hurt my feelings.
All right, number 25. Washing your bath towel and sheets once every few months, or just when you have company coming.
Kind of a bum on that.
No, I just washed my sheets like yesterday.
Kind of. Oh, conveniently.
Washing your bath towels.
Convenience there. Okay.
No. Number 26. Neglecting family time.
I don't do that. I do it when I can.
I was gonna say I do the best that I can.
Yeah, that's not neglecting.
I'm just gonna put no for that.
Yeah.
Number 27, not taking responsibility for things.
Oh, no.
No, I certainly do that.
Yeah. Other people don't.
No,
People will never do that sometimes.
I know people I know people that are in their 50s that don't do that.
Right.
Number 28, flossing only once a year before
Yeah.
your trip to the
Oh,
dentist.
fuck yeah, I do that.
Yeah, I do that too.
Fuck that. Who flosses? What are you?
It's for losers.
What are you, a little teacher's pet?
Unhealthy dieting or buying in to quick fix weight loss plans. I definitely have an unhealthy diet. I'm going to put a yes.
But I don't. Well, I think that goes to the weight loss plan because that's a double dip. So if you went into a weight loss plan,
Or it says or buying into a quick fix weight loss plan.
unhealthy dieting, fine. I guess.
Unhealthy dieting
Yeah,
or
I guess
buying
the
in.
way it's worded. I don't like that. That's a double dip.
Yeah, that should be 34. But anyway, texting while driving.
No.
Just when you're in your 30s?
Yeah, I don't get it.
I mean, you know what? I still do this though. And it's very bad
Let
for
me ask you this: if you're parked at a stoplight, is it okay to send a text?
It's okay. I do it. I literally do it while I'm driving. It's very bad
You shouldn't
habit.
do that.
Yes, I know.
shouldn't do that. Public service announcement. Don't do that,
Not
please.
saving money. I do not because I have no money to save.
I actually do.
Yeah, I know. Well, congratulations. I don't.
It's not that much money. I'll tell you that.
Number 32, participating in drama.
No.
I try to remove myself as far as I can. That's why I only have one friend.
Why do you keep saying one friend?
It's just you.
Oh, thank you. But we have other friends.
I got one other one.
I have 3 solid friends.
Wow, that's amazing. That's a lot of friends.
yeah.
Not staying up to date on current events. I have to do that for this show.
we do that.
So in this one, I will say yes.
Tally this up here.
And that is that's your 33. So let's see. Let's see. So I do how many of these things do I still do? 1, 2,
Things that
I
you
got one,
admit to.
2, 3. I got 3 on the first page here. 1, 2. So
What do you got there?
5.
I'll get the calculator out.
I'm up to 5.
Okay. I think you're going to win this. I think you're more adult than I am.
6, 7, 8. I said 9 to yes. I said yes to 9 of these.
I said yes to 14. So you are more mature.
So I
than me.
am way clearly.
I am
being
40
this 31 years old. I am way more adult than
See,
you.
I am 58% sure. What did you say? 9? 9 divided by
9
33?
by 33.
You are 73% mature.
I am a passing grade for the age that I should be. How about that?
I need like 2 extra points, and I'm a D.
Yeah, you are a piece of trash.
That's
And
it
that
for
makes
the
sense.
show, right?
That is it for the show. Wow,
You know?
that was really interesting. That was a very interpersonal
I liked it.
perspective.
Hope you played along. See if you're
Looking into
you're
if I was
adulting.
old enough to be the age that I actually am.
you're there. You're a solid C+.
So
That's
you.
great. Good job.
Anyway, come back next week because we have something very special. We will be premiering a brand new segment next week.
What?
Don't know what it is, but we will figure it out by next week.
Oh.
So stick around for that. And don't forget, next month, my Back in the Day video power. All that and so much more as the Bad Culture Crew rolls on.
Thank you for listening to Bad Culture Crew. We hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to check your feed every Thursday for a new episode. Be sure to stay connected with the crew on social media with @Bad Culture Crew on Twitter, the Bad Culture Crew Facebook page, and of course on badculturegroupproductions.com. We are pleased to bring you the best of the worst. Because at Bad Culture Crew, we find the terrible so you don't have to.